Hi, I'm Michael Colombo. I'm going to give you a little tour of thinning our nectarine trees. Sort of an interesting process, taking fruit off the trees that you're expecting to eat in the summer. By taking the fruit off the trees, you're going to provide more nutrients for the selected fruit to grow stronger. You're going to start by looking for damaged fruit. I can see here, this looks like it may have been a fruit damaged by hail. And you remove all that fruit, but beyond that, you remove a lot of the fruit. There's probably at least 10,000 nectarines on this tree, and we're going to leave between 900 to 1,000. You could see there's just tons here. You're just going to basically rip them off and leave a gap of about 10 inches between nectarines. I'm only doing this with one hand because I'm also my tripod. We're on a budget here, buddy. But we're going to just rip most of the nectarines off the tree, trying not to damage the tree and trying to leave the leaves behind. We got one nectarine here, and you can see I just tore off, we can count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 nectarines, and we leave one and then two up here. And it almost sounds sort of crazy, but think of your root system as your monetary system. And we're on a fixed income, and under here, under the dirt, obviously, is your root system, and up through the root system, your nutrients comes up to your fruit. And you only have a limited amount of nutrients. We do, take soil samples and try to provide the most nutrients in the ground as possible. Another thing to consider is the season that your fruit ripens. Some apricots and nectarines come earlier in the season, but if you have some peaches and nectarines that come later in the season, they're going to be absorbing that nutrients longer, which means there's going to be more money, if you think of it as a monetary system, or more nutrients supplying these fruits to make them larger and sweeter. And that's what it's about. It's about getting the most production off the tree. This fruit's going to be very heavy, very juicy, and very sweet, the fruit that we leave behind. And I can't even give it justice right here, thinning it by hand. So I'm going to give you a little example. These fruit trees have not been thinned yet, but over here you can see that the ground is literally covered with nectarines. And what we're leaving behind is the nutrients in the ground that's going to go up the limbs to these nectarines here. You'll be able to find these nectarines online at bellaviva.com when they're dried, or you'll find them in San Francisco at the Ferry Plaza building at the farmer's market with fresh fruit. Another thing to pay attention to is we also, if you saw a newsletter earlier about trimming the trees, we trimmed out the center of the tree. I'm right in the middle of this here nectarine tree. And the reason we do that is so sunlight can shine right into this tree, and we're getting as much surface area with sunlight as possible, which is going to help this fruit sweeten and the sugars really come out in the fruit. I have a little bit of homework for you. Look for beneficial insects. I was walking back to the truck and I just saw this. I hope you can see it on the camera because it's so small. This little white dot right above my thumb is the egg of a lacewing bug. I don't know how they get it to stay on that hair. It sticks up about 2 centimeters off of a leaf. And whenever it hatches, it's going to create a lacewing bug larva, and those guys love to eat mites, and so do ladybugs and ladybug larvae. So that's your homework. Look for them, protect them, keep them on your trees.